Is HIGHGUARD really that bad? Today I will be reviewing HIGHGUARD. Now, online this game is not being received well at all, with constant negative reviews ranging from the game is mid to even performance issues happening, and even people saying that the matchmaking is bad and not beginner friendly. So let's get right into it. Starting off with my input. I've been playing this game on keyboard and mouse, and just from the tutorial, what I can say about keyboard and mouse is that it does feel slightly delayed in where I'm moving my mouse around. To be honest, this game really didn't feel that great when I'm using this keyboard and mouse. Now, I'm not like a complete noob in these types of games. I play Valorant, I play things like CSGO and other games like that. However, I've not played games like Apex Legends, which I think this is more akin to and more similar to. So take that as you will. But from my point of view, the input delay is really substantial compared to other games that I've played in this genre. Now, I've been playing the start and part of the tutorial on high graphics settings, so I thought maybe if I turn these settings down, it could change. Like the game could feel more smooth and it could feel more responsive with my mouse movements. However, that just did not happen. That was not the case. So yeah, I do believe that there might be some performance issues because the mouse movement should not feel this delayed and unsmooth, let's say. I've not got a bad PC either by any means. I've got a pretty high-end computer running an RX 7900 XTX along with a high-end Intel CPU, so I can't imagine how this delay would feel on a lower end system or even a mid-range system as well. Within this game, there are abilities. So if you have played Valorant before or any sort of game like this, you have your normal ability, which is like, in this case, I've got a claw, which is just my Q, which is 3 charges and you like claw and deal really big damage to walls or anyone like players. And then you also do have a ultimate ability, which is similar to, I'm going to reference Valorant again. You have ults as well, which sort of does more damage, more destruction, as you can see in the gameplay. I do quite like this system, and it isn't sort of just a copy and paste of other games. It is quite unique compared to other games, so I do think that's a fairly positive thing about the game. To be honest, it adds some replayability, different characters having different abilities and ultimates. So yeah, I do quite enjoy that aspect of it. Now, within this game, there are 2 modes, the Raid 5v5 mode and the Raid normal mode. It does say ranked is coming soon, but I only got to play the 5v5 mode and the normal mode within this review. So in the game, you get to choose a character when you first start. I didn't actually choose for this pick, I made the game select for me. So here I got Condor, which is a recon unit. And then next, you go into map selection. So you get to choose between 4 different maps. I believe there are a few more maps in the game, but these are the choice that I got for this game. So within the game, the details of this is that you have a large base which you need to defend with your team. Your main objective is to protect your 2 generators, A and B. You can reinforce the walls around these 2 generators, which are pretty much the heart of your base. Once they're destroyed, you lose the game. You go from 100 down to 0, and yeah. You do get a warm-up time, which is 1 minute. So you get 1 minute to secure your base. And then after this, you get 2 minutes to go ahead and gear up and get all types of loot from out on the field. One thing I did also find pretty cool about this game is that you have a horse. So you press X on your keyboard and you can start moving around the map faster and get to places faster for more gear and loot. Now moving on to combat. Combat is decent. It's okay. It's not the greatest combat I've ever played in a video game. I'm playing here on keyboard or mouse, so I don't know what controller feels like for combat. But all I can say is that you have to be fighting with your team. If you're fighting even 2 players on your own, you're not winning that gunfight. Like, there's no way possible you can win that gunfight, just because the nature of the game is a team-based game for attacking and defending. So make sure that you do play with your teammates. Don't go expecting that you're going to be able to go on a killing spree, kill 4 of them when they're all firing at you. It is just simply not that type of game. So for attacking, you have the objective of picking up the shield breaker. You get this in the random spawn in the map. So once you pick this up, you take it over to the enemy's base and you have to destroy their base with it, pretty much. You place the shield breaker on their walls, and then this big tank-like machine comes in and it starts destroying their walls. And once their walls are down, you have a chance to destroy the enemy's generators. If you fail and run out of lives as attackers while you're like trying to destroy these generators, you'll then have to restart the process of getting the shield breaker again, defending your base for the minute, reinforcing your base, picking up loot again. So yeah, if you start a raid, you'll want to actually destroy all of their generators if you can, because if not, you will also lose 30% of your base health if you fail the raid. So that is not good, which can then in turn make the game go on for significantly longer. Considering per game I had about 30 minutes per game, which is quite long in terms of games, supposing this is not competitive as well. Regarding my overall thoughts for this game, the pros are that it feels unique compared to other games. Like the horse riding's cool, the art style is pretty cool, I would say, as well. But for me, to be honest, that's where the pros sort of end. I didn't really enjoy this game that much, to be honest. In my eyes, there are quite a few cons that I just couldn't overlook. Because while the game can feel unique, I do not really like the gunplay of it. It feels clunky and delayed, to be honest. Like the mouse input feels weird and delayed. And in my opinion, the game can just really drag on and go on for too long. And the maps also do just feel too big, especially for 3v3. In my opinion, the map should not be this big for 3v3. Maybe 5v5 would be alright, because there is a mode for that now, but it just didn't really click for me, if I'm going to be honest, guys. That doesn't mean the game's inherently bad, but it's just not really for me. Though it is just a free-to-play game, so it's not like you're going to dash out money to spend on this and it's going to be a waste. So do try the game if you do want to try it. This is just a personal opinion after all. I didn't like the game, but some of you might. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.